is the spiritual war? This is going to be a complete breakdown of how demons work, how they attack and oppress you, and how to stop them. Before we get started, understand that I already made a 10-minute video yesterday that I tried to upload over 20 times. My TikTok app kept crashing, and then it said I didn't have any storage on my phone. I deleted 6 or 7 gigabytes of storage, and TikTok automatically took that and threw whatever kind of data, God knows what, on my phone. So I literally couldn't even open the draft. The spiritual war is real, and the demons are infested in the internet. Keep in mind, this never happens unless I talk about the spiritual war and how to fight demons. So let's get started. This is how demons work. They usually start when you're a small child, especially if you have great potential and a good heart. They will enter your dreams and create night terrors. This is meant to break your spirit and break your bioelectric field open by messing with your mind and your heart. Many people who are spiritually gifted probably recall endless nightmares, seeing a weird creature at the end of your bed, and eventually being really kind of messed up in the head and developing anxiety, OCD, and many autistic symptoms. This was actually a spiritual attack. The reason they focused on you is because you had a very bright light and a good heart, and you had the potential to go to war with them once you became an adult and gained the wisdom on how to fight the spiritual war. This is what happened next. You started to get a strange voice in your head. It wasn't like you were hearing in your ears, but it was like this subtle voice trying to get you to do bad things, trying to get you to think intrusive and compulsive thoughts, things that scared you, things that made you feel uncomfortable or guilty. They lead you toward crime, violence, drug abuse, distrust, and paranoia. This is all, again, made to break your spirit. When your mind and your heart feels bad, your bioelectric field weakens. Your bioelectric field is like your immunity, okay? It's like your white blood cells, but for your spirit. It creates an actual bubble of protection. That's why people are constantly saying, use the violet flame, use the golden egg. This is because subconsciously they're connecting with the wisdom of your auric or bioelectric field. So you imagine that egg shape or that flame, because the bioelectric field is electromagnetic energy that is much like a flame, just not one that's in the visible light spectrum. This is the same as Ephesians 6, the armor of God. You're putting on a spiritual protection outside of your body. When you imagine, those thoughts go out as frequencies, and they actually affect space-time all around you at the quantum level. This actually creates energetic barriers and walls from those energetic parasites and predators. So what will happen if they can't get to you? If you're able to continually reinforce your bioelectric field, control the thoughts in your mind, and overcome your fear so that they can't mess with your emotions or your mind, well, then they'll use other people that are weaker to attack you. This makes it more difficult because you're not dealing with whatever this unseen thing is. You're dealing in the material real world, and so you're going to automatically assume that these people are physically doing this of their own decisions, which is really going to whack out your brain because you're a human animal which wants human connection. And so if a bunch of your human connections at work, family, loved ones, etc., are all terrible, they all kind of flip the script on you and look like they're losing their mind and incessantly attack you and try to make you feel bad, you start to question humanity in general and lose faith in humanity, which again brings down your bioelectric field. They're trying to break it down so they can come and attack you. They have two objectives: to either possess you, and if you deny the possession, means you don't do what they tell you to do, you don't engage in evil, they oppress you, which means they're constantly trying to attack your bioelectric field. They will enter in at the base of the skull, near the brain stem and where the spine meets the skull, and they will go through your body and create these electrical static signals. This is just a start because when I did the 10-minute video, it wouldn't upload, so I'm going to at least try to make it smaller and see if that helps, because every time I try to